in 200 years, no one's gonna remember us. So like, why not try everything? If you wanna be an entrepreneur, you have to be a bit delusional.
What's your bigger vision for your entrepreneurial journey?
It's a great question.
This is Tony Haydar. The internet calls him the olive oil guy, though the comments have a different name for him. You're the hot olive oil guy. Lebanese Canadian, the only Middle Eastern kid in a small town.
My teachers would like look at me and be like, you look older than I do. I had a full beard at 13.
His dad escaped the war, landed in Canada without a word of English, and wanted just one thing for his son, to become a doctor. Tony walked away from medicine and built the #1 olive oil on TikTok shop instead, from his family's village in Lebanon.
The amount of views we were getting, and the #1 comment in that video was like, this is daddy's money. I swear to God, I did not take anything from my father.
This week, I sat down with him to find out how a guy nobody bet on outsold brands 100 years older than him, and what every single one of us is getting scammed on at the grocery store.
You can call it olive oil, with it being 5% olive oil and like 90% something else. And people are like, oh, olive oil, $6, I'm getting that. And they're basically consuming canola oil, but people don't know.
Extra virgin olive oil.
All right, a lot of people think that it means something like when it comes to like virginity, but it's nothing like that.
How does a fitness coach who walked away from medicine turn one bottle into a movement?
It's just that feeling, you have to listen to it. And then look where I'm at. It worked out perfectly fine.
Let's get into it. Tony,
hey.
Thank you so much for being here.
Hey.
I'm very excited to talk to you and about olive oil. You're known as the olive oil guy.
Am I?
Yeah.
I get olive oil daddy a lot.
I didn't see that, but
Which is,
olive oil daddy. That's actually pretty funny.
I got that called in New York like twice.
How does that make you feel?
I don't know. I'm not a dad, so it's kind of weird.
No, but you get what they're saying, right?
I don't get what they're. I'm like very like outside. I don't know like the little things.
Okay.
What does it mean?
How do I explain this?
Is it a bad thing? If it's a bad thing, you don't have to put it in.
You guys help me out here. How do I?
No help.
All right. Daddy is like, it's not a derogatory term, but it's kind of like sexualizing you.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of like, you're the hot olive oil guy. That's the best way I can say it in an appropriate manner. Would you agree? Yeah. Like, you're not a boy. It's just like, oh, he's like the olive oil guy.
You know, my mom reads the comments. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Mom,
I don't think I read the comments. What are the comments?
You should read the comments.
Really?
Yeah. There are some of them are wild. Some of them are like, if you want to sell more olive oil, skip the bread, just put it on you. They're bad. But
just made Fernando laugh over there. Oh my God. Would you consider doing that?
No.
To sell more olive oil?
My reputation is more important than any money in the world.
So there's boundaries and you would never cross.
100%. Because what happens when I'm done with olive oil? And I'm known as the guy that pours olive oil on his side. And who's going to take me serious?
No, I want to hear that from you because people don't have boundaries these days. You know that on social media, you know? So you started Levantine Goods in February of 2024,
yep.
Right? And in under 2 years, it became the top selling olive oil brand on TikTok shop.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
But you started off in fitness.
I did.
You now have other businesses going as well.
Yep.
When I read your story, I thought, he's not the olive oil guy. He's a guy who builds. He's an entrepreneur, and you have no business background.
Zero business background.
Most of us, we don't know where to start when it comes to strategy, right? There's a strategy behind everything when you see these big companies blowing up on TikTok and selling something. Did you have one?
No strategy.
How did you do it?
How did I blow up on TikTok?
Selling on TikTok, what was your strategy for selling?
Selling on TikTok versus gaining views are completely different.
Okay.
If you want to sell, you have to, if you want to say, take the person watching the video through a roller coaster of emotions. Give them the problem, give them the solution, give them another problem, another solution, and do a very soft sell at the end of the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would usually do is I start with a big problem. I'd educate them. I'd bring like an hour-long topic into a 1-minute video, very visually captivating, pop-ups, nice visuals, my voiceover, and at the end, I do a very soft sell. Be like, if you guys haven't tried real olive oil, give it a try. If you don't like it, money back. Like something like that. And I got really good at getting the viewer to go through this roller coaster of emotion. which is what actually is getting me to open another business, because it's a skill that you can take from one product to another. And that's why I'm very excited for launching the new products that we have coming
Right.
soon.
Well, here's the thing. How did you know to do that? How did you learn to, was it through your fitness business that you were like, okay, I know how to speak, I know how to sell, I know what to do? Or did you read about it, or did someone help you, or did you hire somebody to help you?
I'd binge watch every single video on TikTok and Instagram. Like, I'd be watching successful people, successful brands,
Got it.
and I would like chunk it down and put it into my own way.
Got it. Got it.
You don't
Yeah.
want to reinvent the wheel. You want to,
It's like there's this new playbook. We're bypassing retail. We have a heritage product plus platform equals fresh angle. And people like you are crushing it on platforms like TikTok Shop
yeah.
because you're not cutting out, but you don't have a middleman. You guys are bringing authentic products to the forefront. I would like to know, what was that day like, the moment? What were you doing? What were you thinking when you first realized it is my olive oil that is the top selling olive oil on TikTok Shop?
That sounds really cool when you say that, but like that doesn't go through my mind. What goes through my
No?
mind is how can I improve and how can I grow this in a way where I maintain the quality? Because with olive oil, if you want to scale, quality goes down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I didn't scale as fast. With the amount of views we were getting, we could have hit like, we could have sold 1,000,000 bottles. But if I would have sold 1,000,000 bottles, quality would have went down, reputation would have went down, and most importantly, what people think of me would go down as well. And I like that's the last thing that I want.
Right, your integrity and your character.
Yes. So what you're saying about retail is when you're in retail, you have no say. Who has a say? The distributors and the retailers. So if they want to bring down cost, you're going to have to probably go back to the mill, cut out some people, use plastic instead of glass, just like super little things that bring down the cost, that bring down the quality.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to do that. So what we're doing, we started off in the village, and then we went to the other villages, and then we're growing bit by bit, bit by bit, and then eventually we're going to probably expand into other countries and source olive oil from other countries. Good olive oil, even like I'm not biased towards Lebanese. It could be Greek, Italian, Spanish, whatever, but it has to be done the right way.
What is the difference between cold press and stone press?
Great question. So stone press, back in the day when they were crushing olives, they used big stones, and what they had was a donkey. And the donkey would be tied to a rope or tied to like a piece that attaches to the stone, and then it would go round and round in circles and crush the olives. Stone crushing is different because there's no heating in the process. It's a true cold press. Cold press, now they have a lot of machines that mimics this, but it's still not the same. It tastes like, if you have this, it tastes like village olive oil. It's wholesome. And you just can't get that in a machine. It's like you have to taste it to understand.
Right.
Yeah.
I have an affinity for tea.
Okay.
Again, my background, Indian, we're all about tea. And the same thing there. All the tea leaves here that we get in America are picked by machines.
Hmm.
But there are still tea gardens in India where you're picked by hand. You can tell the difference. You can absolutely tell the difference in taste. Again, machine versus just picked, put in a thing, and given
Yeah.
to you. So I feel what you're saying, and I completely agree with you. I want to get back to the stone pressed and cold pressed conversation a little later. Why olive oil? Not the story of how you came about the pain point. We'll get there, but more just like, what is your connection to olive oil?
So anyone that comes from the Middle East, especially Lebanon and this area, olive trees have been there for thousands of years. So it's like you're growing up, you see olive trees. It's made in all our foods, and it's tradition and it's culture. It was funny. I was talking to my sister, and my sister was talking to my grandpa, and she was like, "Grandpa, how old is this olive tree?" He's like, my great grandpa had that, and they passed it down, and it just keeps going back and back. So that tree is like 1,000 years old. So it's not like a product on a shelf for us. It's like tradition. So when I'm like representing this product, it's like I'm representing where I come from,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very passionate about it.
It means something to
Of
you.
course.
Olive oil is just one thing on a bigger list. What's your bigger vision for your entrepreneurial journey?
Great question. It just keeps me like not bored. At the end of the day in life, like
What do you do?
in 200 years, no one's gonna remember us. So like, why not try everything? Fail, we're all gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I just want to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I want to help people around me, and I like to do something, especially for my community, because I feel like a lot of media just shows like the negative side of where I come from, and I'm trying as best as I can to show like the positive side,
Yeah.
and that kind of drives me as well.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. Your family is Lebanese.
Yep.
But you were raised in rural Canada?
Rural Canada.
What was that like?
Like, imagine this. Saskatchewan, you know that where that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Saskatchewan, as like the only Middle Eastern in the community, I had a beard at 13, and no one could grow facial hair. And my teachers would like look at me and be like, "You look older than I do." I had a full beard at 13. It was an experience.
Did the
But
guys hate you? Well, boys, sorry.
people liked me because I was an athlete. I played basketball, I played ice hockey, I did everything. So they felt like I was a part of their community. They didn't feel like an outcast, but I looked different. Yeah.
What was your childhood like? Why did your parents come to Canada?
Well, like most Lebanese families or most Middle Eastern families, they're like escaping war. So when my dad was around 16, 17, he left to Canada for a better life. He knew no English. He landed, not a word of English. He made himself, he retired, goes back to Lebanon at the age of 40. He did very good. So I feel like those genes probably passed down to me. And what's funny is my dad would always want me to become a doctor. There's like no other way. I'm like, Dad, you didn't do this.
Yeah. It's the immigrant parent playbook.
Yeah.
It's the same script we all get. Okay. Well, what happened with that?
Well, I didn't go through with it. I did 3 years. I was like, Dad, khalas. Like,
You did 3 years?
yeah, I finished. I got a bachelor's in biology.
Okay, so you went to college, and in
Yeah.
college you were doing 3 years. You
Yeah.
finished college? I don't know what it's like in Canada.
Yeah, so it's like similar to the U.S. system.
Okay.
You get a bachelor's, do the freshman, and then you do your master's, or you just go right into med school. I did biology. I had a decent GPA. I could have gone to med school, and I was like, Dad, I can't do this.
Done.
And that's when I left and did my own thing for the first time.
Were they mad at you?
Of course,
Mm.
of course. If
You
you, yeah,
You have siblings?
I do.
How many?
I have a little brother and a little sister.
Are you the oldest?
I am the oldest, so all the pressure's on me, and I'm the only male on both sides of the family. I don't know if it's the same in Indian culture,
I'm
but
the
like
oldest.
you're the
All
oldest
the pressure's there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because if they can't keep you in line, how are they going to keep the others in line? You know what I mean? Like you're the example.
Do you have this too? Like your dad was really hard on you, but the younger one
Yes.
barely got it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like a butt whooping every time.
I just told somebody, I don't know if it was them, I was telling them like I used to get beat but with hangers.
Yeah.
Hangers was their choice. It sounds so bad, but this is not the parenting today. But yeah, that was a very common thing.
I got it with the pizza fork.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And your siblings had it easy.
My sister was like 50-50. My brother got nothing done to him. I'm like, if I did that back in the day, like,
Yeah.
I'd be done.
Yeah. I wasn't allowed to go to the parties. I wasn't allowed to do anything. And then for my brother, it was a free for all. It's like you could do anything. Go. And I was like, that's not fair. That's not fair. He's only 2 years younger than me. So, you know, I was old enough and he was like, we were very close in age to be like fighting about things. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, I remember that 2 years ago, you guys said I can't do this. And my parents didn't have a response. They couldn't, what would they say? What would yours say?
My dad, he's like, I can't really say this on camera. He's like, if you're Middle Eastern, they say this. My
Got it,
dad, like
got it.
like my dad's like, Middle Eastern parents, they own you.
Yeah. Most immigrant parents, they own you. So, okay, so you're in Canada. When did you move back to Lebanon?
16.
Did you want to?
No. I was in love with the girl.
That's tough. 16 is a tough age to have to go back. Why did they? This is when your dad's like 40 and you said they're doing well and they went back.
Yeah.
What were your parents doing, if you don't mind me asking?
So my dad had a restaurant, a very successful restaurant in Canada. He'd invest a lot of his money back into like lands and real estate in Lebanon. And he was like, all right, time to go back. And we went back.
Did you know the whole time that you were in Canada that one day you guys would go back?
I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't want to believe it. And it happened.
Okay, so you reluctantly go back to Lebanon.
Yep.
How's that go for you?
No Arabic. Well, my Arabic was broken. I went not to Beirut. I went to the village.
You went to in Lebanon,
In
right?
the village, yeah.
Okay, got
Imagine
it.
like Canadian 16-year-old plays hockey, look different, no barely, and it goes right to the village, right into high school, grade 11 and 12. And it was crazy.
Were you acting up at this point?
What does that mean?
Like, were you maybe revolting in some way?
Like in our culture, the dad has the last say. It's like
Okay,
even
so
if
you were walking a straight and narrow path.
yeah.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it, got it. What was school like there?
It was different. It was really different. Like I'll tell you, the level of education back home is on a different caliber than it is here. When I went into like, I had to take a lot of extracurricular activities with chemistry, biology, physics, just to catch up. Because in Canada, they don't teach this stuff at all. So I did not know what physics was at the age of like 16.
I don't think any of us do here at 16.
No, 16. I was learning physics, biology, doing these crazy exams.
Wait, so this gives us a little bit of insight into the school system in Lebanon.
Yeah, Lebanese people are very educated. Despite all the war and all the conflict, if you have a Lebanese person, they at least have a bachelor's. It's just like a given.
Wow.
Yeah.
Paint me a picture, if you will. Do you remember the day you moved there?
No, I don't know. It's probably back.
Do you just remember that time of your life when you went back and you had to go start in a new school, and you said that you were actually in love with a girl back in Canada when you were 15?
I tried telling my dad. He was like,
Yeah, they don't take any of that
Because they laughed
seriously.
at me.
Side note, have you ever reconnected with her?
No.
You don't know where she
No,
is.
that's once
No
in the
idea.
past, it's in the
It's in
past.
the past.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so then you go back. Did you ever mesh back
Where?
in Lebanon?
Like meet other women?
No, just like, be like, okay, I'm okay with this. It's fine.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I think human being has to learn how to adapt
Mm-hmm.
because not everything you want in life's gonna happen.
Right.
Sometimes if it doesn't, like I didn't want to be in Lebanon at the time.
Right.
I made the best out of it. I learned Arabic. I got connected to my roots, and I had a like deep understanding of what family and tradition is, and that's like a part of who I am,
Mm-hmm.
like the morals and the values. If I was in Canada, I'm not saying that that's wrong over there, but it's just not what feels right with me right now. So I'm very grateful for being in Lebanon at the time.
At the time,
Of
right?
course.
At what point did you realize the food tastes different between the two regions, Lebanon and Canada?
The moment I landed in Houston and I wanted to have some Lebanese food, I had like the olive oil, the labneh, the za'atar. I go in and I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Oh, so you didn't notice this till you're much older.
Yeah, I was in Lebanon for 15 years in a row. I didn't leave the country. No, like 12 years. Didn't leave the country.
It's like 28, 29?
Yeah, from 16 to 27.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay, so that's all you knew. And I think like
All
before
I
that,
knew.
you're probably too young. Did you ever adapt to the not American food, Canadian food when you were there?
I never really had that awareness,
Mm,
but when you get older, you start noticing things,
right,
and yeah,
right.
you notice.
How did you know at what point that I'm not going to be doing what my parents want me to do?
When I was young, when I was like 4 years old, I'd never listened to my dad.
Mm,
Always get a whooping,
mm,
and then like when I got older, I had no idea what I was getting into. He's like, go into university, become a doctor, and that's it. And then like in my soul, I'm like, this is not what I want to do.
mm-hmm.
And then when I was studying there, I picked up some bad habits. Like I started smoking cigarettes and coffee, like a whole Lebanese thing,
Mm-hmm.
just to like cope with the stress. And I'm like, what am I doing? I finish, I cut all that stuff out, and then that's when I start doing the fitness stuff.
Okay, so you did like a 180 basically.
180 degrees.
Mm. What was the moment in pre-med when you knew it wasn't for you?
Moment in pre-med, probably like the first day. I'd never watched my classes.
Mm.
Just didn't want to do it.
I asked because I did pre-med for like a year, but my GPA flunked to 1.6. That's like you're getting kicked out of school, right? That's bad. And I remember my dad sitting me down and saying, okay, well, you do the next best thing. We don't give up in this house. And I'm like, you just made me go through hell, And he's like, be a lawyer. I was like, oh, I can do that. I can deal with that. Okay. So for me, I knew because I just wasn't good at it. And also, I don't like science. I don't like biology. I don't like all that stuff. But my parents weren't letting up. You just said no pre-med and there's no plan B.
There was this is when I got really close with God because I had nothing to do. And I'm like, God, I'm going to give you everything. Just guide me in the right path. And honest to God, wallah,
Yeah.
everything worked out perfect.
Wow.
I just had this inherent confidence and belief that whatever I do, if I put my faith in God, I'm taken care of. Whether I have no money, whether I have all the money, whatever it is, that peace of the mind, that peace of soul is worth everything in the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why I want to start an olive oil business. Why not? Doesn't feel. I'll do another one.
Mm-hmm.
What am I gonna lose?
It grounds you. Faith grounds you, I think. Grounds all of us. Faith is a very grounding tool, for us. But that takes me to my next question. What did you do after you said, okay, no more pre-med?
But funny that you say this. When I started praying a lot, I just had this feeling inside me. It's like TikTok, TikTok, TikTok.
It was also blowing up at the time, no?
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
right around blowing up the time, and I hated social media.
Okay.
I hated it, and I just got the feeling. I spent all my money on a camera and a phone, and I filmed the video, and I just talked about fitness. Started doing lives on TikTok, and then people were like, "Hey, can you train me online?"
Was this during COVID?
This was right before COVID,
Okay.
going into COVID.
Okay.
So like people were like, "Can you train me online?"
Mhm.
Sure. Like, how much do you charge? I'm like, "This is the first client." I swear to God, I remember her name. I remember the same moment that it happened.
Mhm.
And I showed my dad. I'm like, "Dad, see, this works."
Mhm.
So her name is Zahra. Zahra is like the most amazing person. She's from Kuwait. Zahra sent me $400 to train her for 1 month. $400. I'm like, Dad, see, if I could do 400, it could be unlimited.
Mhm.
I just have to do a good job.
Mhm.
Like, okay. Zahra brings her sister, and then I start doing more videos, more content. I start making good money
Where are you living at this time?
in the village in Lebanon from my phone, just making all this money.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I want to know what the first video was that took off. From your fitness stuff. We're still in the fitness
It
world.
was like the most cringy video ever. It was
That's how
like
it usually
I looked
goes.
so bad, and I was like, I just if I look at it right now, I'd cringe with all my heart.
Can
But
we insert the video somewhere?
it was like, hey guys, if you guys are not wanting to lose weight in this way, just eat this food. It was like the stupidest advice, but people liked it,
Yeah.
and they liked how I had broken Arabic. So that's how I went viral. Because what أحكي عربي, people are used to like a proper Arabic accent. I had the Canadian Arabic accent.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you look Arabic, you are Arabic, but then
yeah.
it's
It's
broken
broken.
Arabic when you're
People
doing.
found it like very like genuine and funny and nice and cute or
Oh,
whatever.
look at that.
And it worked.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you are a fitness guy.
Yeah.
This launches your fitness career,
Fitness
correct?
careers launched.
Okay. How does this turn into olive oil?
So was in Houston. And in Houston, are you familiar with Texas?
I only know Dallas and Austin.
There's a place called Central Market.
Okay.
Central
Oh
Market.
yeah, it's like a bit. I know what I know. I've seen it
Yeah.
online.
I was
Okay.
coming back from the gym, super hungry. I always go and eat there. They have good quality food. And there's this guy has the whole olive oil stand. I'm like, I miss some good Lebanese olive oil. So I go and ask him, I'm like, do you have any Lebanese olive oil? He's like, no, but we have something really good. He starts giving me olive oil. And I'm like, this does not taste like what I'm used to. And then he's like, why don't you bring some over? If we like it, we'll put it in our stores. It was just a joke. So I call my friend. I'm like, ship me 3 bottles of olive oil from the village. He has the whole mill in the village. He's my close friend, childhood friend. It lands. I take it super excited. I had this feeling, the same thing that I had with God, with the TikTok stuff, with the fitness. I had the same feeling. I knew it was going to work. He tried it, fell in love with it. And he's like, go back to Lebanon, make a company, bring it back to the States.
This guy at Central Market is telling you
Yeah,
this.
and he has like technically he doesn't have a lot of authority there. He's just like a worker, but he loved it so much. He was vouching for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to know. So this whole show is about mindset, by the way. We go very deep into like the psyche of people who are very successful, have built something for themselves. What makes them tick? What is it up here that differentiates them from other people? Someone in your shoes, with your story that you just told me, an average person, would say, "Okay, fine, I can't find the right olive oil, and this olive oil doesn't taste that great," and would just go about their day.
Hmm.
You stopped, called your friend, and said, "Send me 3 bottles," and then did something about it. Why?
It's just a feeling. Well, everything's connected to God. It's just that feeling. You have to listen to it, and then look where I'm at. It worked out perfectly fine.
So you've learned to tap into your intuition and
Yeah,
your feeling over logic.
yeah. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be a bit delusional.
Very good. Yeah,
Bit
I
delusional.
100% agree with
Yeah.
you. Yep. Okay, so what happened after Houston?
So go back to Lebanon
For the olive oil.
or the olive
Okay.
oil. Literally doing my fitness thing on my phone,
I'm
traveling
assuming
around.
that's how you're supporting yourself,
Yeah,
is through the fitness stuff.
100%.
And now you're launching, well, working on your olive oil
Right.
brand. Okay.
So I land in Lebanon. I'm like going to be biased. Like my village's olive oil is the best.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that. I went and I tried every olive oil in Lebanon, trying. And then I got to a conclusion. I'm like, you know what? Our stuff is really good.
Mm.
I get to help out the community that my parents come from. I have technically quality control because I know the families and I know everybody. I'm like, why not? We design it. I designed it. I literally this. If you
I
see,
was gonna say you designed this.
I swear to God, this tree that you're seeing right now. I saw a beautiful tree in the village. I was like, took a picture,
That's the
sent
tree.
it to the graphic designer. I'm like, I want this on the label. Boom, just like that.
Wow.
And this is where the story gets kind of crazy.
Okay.
So we shipped the olive oil to Houston,
Mm-hmm.
and at the time I was talking to somebody, literally a week before, breaks off, and at the time as well, there was a little conflict going between Lebanon and in the area. They canceled the deal. So I had all this olive oil, this whole container of olive oil, with no way to sell it, no one in Houston. I land there, and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do when I'm like put in a corner? I ask God for guidance.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? TikTok shop. And I literally posted a video. Hey, this is olive oil. Here's where you get it from. Here are the trees. Here's this, and this. Find it on the TikTok shop. I wake up, I swear to God, I was in Rochester, New York with my business partner. He helped me with fulfillment. And I wake up and I'm like, whoa, $10,000 just came into the account overnight just from one video. And that was the moment I realized the power of entrepreneurship.
Okay, you made all of that sound very easy, though. Was it easy to get started on TikTok Shop?
You know what I like think about? We're living the same 24 hours in a day, right? What you find easy, what I find easy, everyone's gonna find easy if you like it. So if you put in the hours, it's easy. If you,
Did you have to teach yourself, or did you?
I learn like I
You
throw
were already doing
myself.
this fitness stuff,
Mm,
but you weren't selling
it's
anything
a
yet.
different beast.
It's a different, right? It's a
Different beast.
product
Yeah, it's a
now.
product.
So how did you what? You just were like, okay, now I have to figure out TikTok Shop and sell on here.
My business partner at the time was very tech savvy, so
Oh,
he helped me out with that. Yes.
okay, got it. How did you meet your business partner?
So he came to me for fitness. I helped him go from 320 pounds all the way down to 180.
Oh, wow.
And we just developed a really strong relationship, really strong friendship. He actually came to Lebanon. He helped me with everything. We went, we launched, and he helped me with a lot. If it wasn't for him, this probably wouldn't be going.
And so he's the tech savvy one.
Yes.
Well, who
He
helped you
helped
with?
with all like the stuff that I hate doing, like paperwork and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I was like,
I don't like that stuff either. No, I don't think anybody does. What is the hardest part of this business that you didn't expect?
the hardest part of this business that I didn't expect. You know what it is? I was like, I don't even know, to be honest.
Because there's so many.
There's so many. Like if a video idea doesn't do good, your sales go down. If something happens with manufacturing, that stuff. Like we do the whole chain. So from the harvest, the bottling, to the importing, to the fulfilling, we do that, and the content, everything, everything. There's no like middlemen. So let's say if you get a drought in Lebanon, that whole supply chain is screwed.
Speaking of, are the conflicts right now in that region affecting your business at all?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not just my business, everybody's business.
Everybody's business, yeah.
Oil prices are up.
Right, 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 right.
Oil prices are up. That means everything is up.
Yeah.
Inflation is going up.
Mm-hmm.
So people can barely afford normal food, let alone real food, right?
Yeah.
It's like real food is very hard to come by.
Yeah.
Now it's so inaccessible.
I feel like this is a luxury in someone's life.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, well, why should I when I can get this plastic bottle of olive oil at Whole Foods for $5.99? And I get it. And by the way, that's very sad.
It is
Like
sad.
that's very sad because what you put in your body, I talk about all the time. I'm like, the most important thing is your health.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. And unfortunately, the big companies that are, control our food system, especially in our country, don't allow for us to have access to clean products.
Yeah.
And if you're not, online or reading and researching or in the know and in the mix, you're never going to know that the olive oil you're using is probably cut with something else.
Yeah.
You'll have no idea. Were there ever any moments that you wanted to quit?
Oh, countless, like so many times. It's very stressful.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about you, it's about you. There's so many people under you that are feeding their families and feeding their children. Like if this doesn't work, then like you're putting people at risk.
But doesn't that also drive you to some extent?
It does.
For me, it drives me too. And I know sometimes people think that's so weird. And I'm like, no, it makes you responsible.
Mm.
And so the days that you want to quit, you're like, no, I won't. Especially people who don't have kids, like we don't have families, you know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like, you're like, no, these people who believed in me and are working here and like believe in this product that we're doing together, I owe it to them at the very least on our tough days.
100%.
I totally get that. How many people work, if you don't mind, how many people work for you? Or how many employees do you have?
10.
10 people.
10 people. I have a full-time video editor, full-time social media manager. I have an accountant, full-time. I don't count. My other two business partners don't count.
Mm.
We have an ad specialist.
Ad specialist?
Yep. We have people back home doing the olive oil.
Is your family involved in any of this?
No.
You're doing this.
So the funny thing is like how we met was through a viral video. And the number one comment in that video was like, this is daddy's money. I swear to God, I did not take anything from my father. Yeah.
I didn't look at the I always look at the comments and I didn't look at the comments.
Yeah.
This is not. How does that make you feel?
Honestly, I feel like my dad contributed in my life with something way more important than money, with, first of all, taking me back home to Lebanon, bringing me up with the values and traditions, and the mindset that I have right now is worth all the money in the world. Because with that, you can do anything.
It's your foundation.
That's your foundation.
Yeah.
So he laid that out for me,
Mhm.
and the rest is like, trial and error.
How far back does your family's relationship go with that land back in your village?
That's crazy. So the village that I come from, you Google it right now, it goes back to the Bronze Age. Yeah.
What? Bronze Age?
If you want to Google this right here, I don't know. It's a Phoenician village, ARQA, Lebanon.
Okay.
It goes back to the Bronze Age. So
Wow.
my house is here, like 10-minute walk down there. There's a huge mound,
Hmm.
and they're digging for artifacts. And they went back to we're talking like 6,000 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the roots. That's where I come from.
And how many generations has your family been there?
We don't know. Like it just goes back
You
and
can't
back and back.
even
Yeah, yeah.
trace it back at
No.
this point. Wow. What does Levantine mean? If people don't know, it's called Levantine olive oil.
Levantine olive oil is, if we all have a loving grandma.
Yeah.
A loving grandma makes you food from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
You taste the difference.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same way, but in olive oil form. We do traditional olive oil. We support communities back home. You can literally, when you taste this, you're going to taste the home.
Is that what Levantine means? Home?
It means home.
Home.
It means home.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, I want to get to the nitty gritty details about olive oil and your business itself and
Yes.
the quality of it and whatnot. How does the sourcing actually work? You're not buying from a distributor.
So the thing is with olive oil is that a lot of families own big plots of land. And then usually in that community, you have, if you want to say, a mill. They all come down, they press, and then you have other big families, they have like how much olive oil you want, and you just go and you buy it from them. So what I did was like, I want the olive oil done this, and this way. They did it, source it, bottle it, import, and I sell.
But how did you know it should be done a certain way?
I learned, I did my research because I did biology and all that stuff
Got it.
back in the day. So it's kind of easy to get into it. I have like a scientific mindset, if you want to say.
Got it. Got
Yeah.
it. Right. So when you're sourcing this olive oil with those family members, what does that relationship look like?
A lot of them were family friends, a lot of them were childhood friends.
Mm.
And I know this is different than to what it is in the States, but we take values and traditions very seriously. So if you have one person with a big plot of land and he has a lot of olive trees, they see him as, I don't know, there's no word for it in English, but it's like, I don't even know the word. There's no word for it in English. But what ends up happening, like someone that's running the show, and you have to go and you sit with them and you do like a handshake agreement, and then that's it. And that was like that in Italy, and it was like that in Greece as well. And I've noticed it was like a cultural thing around the Mediterranean.
So they have to like you and give your blessing almost.
100%.
That's what it's
Or else
like.
they can screw you over. If they really want to, they'll mix your oil with something else, and there's no way you're gonna know because you buy 100,000 bottles. Can you check every single bottle? No. So trust, handshake agreement, and mutual respect is everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that scare you?
No. Because I know I respect everybody and I have no ill intent towards anybody.
Mm. But that's how everyone does. That is a very, I think, it doesn't scare me. That's why I asked you. I actually think that that's more of a human connection, relationship building. It's not so transactional. It doesn't feel transactional because I feel like now you almost like become family.
Yeah, you're both eating from the same table. We're both
Right?
making money. We're both growing this
Yeah,
together.
it's for both. It's like it's working for both ways. Okay, so let's talk about the quality of olive oil in America.
Shoot.
You're gonna love talking about this. I know this. What's wrong with this olive oil?
All right, first of all, I'm not going to name the name of the place, but
Okay.
if you were to go there, and here in Florida,
Oh.
big supermarket chain, you look at the aisle of olive oil, 90 to 80% of it is in plastic. Okay, so let's say this. Olive oil is very sensitive to heat, light, and oxygen. If you have olive oil in plastic, what happens if you're transferring it from the port to the distributor to the retailer and it heats up? You're gonna have all those microplastics dissolved into your olive oil. The whole point of you having olive oil is to have something healthy, right? So just don't have olive oil if you're gonna get it in plastic. The reason why they do that is because I'm in the business. They want to bring down the cost as much as they can. And plastic and glass, you're talking like $1.50 difference. On top of that, distribution. So let's say I have my company in Tampa, which is where we do our warehouse. If I want to ship glass to California to hit retail, you know how difficult it is to ship glass? Breakage, the risk. People don't want to deal with that. So they put it in plastic and they put it in other methods or other ways to bring down the cost and to, if you want to say, give them less of a headache during transportation. There's a lot of things that go into it.
What about in the harvesting of olive oil? What about the quality of olive trees? What about the season that it's taken? How does that, you know the industry.
Right.
So when you come in with your product and you're just like, no, I'm doing it the right way.
Right.
What is the right way?
Well, there is the textbook definition of if you want the best olive oil, it has to be usually picked in early October, or if you want to say early fall. because that's when the olives have the most polyphenols, antioxidants, and that's where a lot of the health benefits are. And then when you pick them, you want to crush them the same day, cold. The difference between a cold and a hot press is a hot press, you can make 100,000 liters of olive oil per hour. The cold press is like 10,000 liters of olive per hour. If you're a big distributor, if you're a big company, which one is going to matter more to you? The hot press. And that's why when you heat the olive oil up, because it's very temperature sensitive, you lose a lot of the health benefits. You lose a lot of the flavor, a lot of the aroma, and it just becomes like another oil.
How does this affect the health benefits of it? A lot of people don't even know the benefits of olive oil, by the way.
That's
They're like,
why
oh, it's 120 calories for one shot. That's so,
I'll tell you this, where I come from, and I'm pretty sure this is in every Mediterranean country, olive oil is medicine. Olive oil is food. Olive oil is beauty care. Olive oil can be put in your hair. It's used for everything because it has like a medicinal property to it, from the polyphenols, from the heart healthy monounsaturated fats. If you look in the Bible, if you look at any like religious texture, olive trees, olive branch, olive oil, always present back then.
Across a lot of cultures, actually, and a
Yes.
lot of religions mention olive trees.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Also, when people are like, oh, it's bad for your heart, I actually read a ton of studies on how it actually helps lower your bad cholesterol because it's
LDL.
boosting your good one.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't, I get it why people believe what they believe here. I understand, but those are not the facts at all. Okay, so yours is stone. I know we touched on this, but maybe we can do this for this section.
Absolutely.
What is the difference between, we see cold pressed everywhere. I think
Right.
yours is stone pressed.
Ours is like the OG cold press. There's no heating that goes involved. Now there are downsides to stone press.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So every, you want to say every method
Mm-hmm.
has its downsides.
Okay.
When you do stone press, the olive oil is more exposed to more oxidation. When you do like the one with the machinery, it is going to heat up the oil. So there's always like something going on. Now you have like the crazy big machines that do it to the point where you don't notice. But at the end of the day, it's going to be like 10, 20% different.
What do you guys do?
We do stone press.
You do stone press.
For the fact that we want it to be traditional.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you describe the stone press again for us?
Okay, so stone press is, imagine two big granite stones.
Uh-huh.
You're throwing in olives and it's crushing. You're getting the paste and then you're pressing it again. Cold. There's no machines involved. Like no machine like touches the oil.
Mm-hmm.
It goes, you separate the oil from the water and the waste, you get it from the faucet and it comes out as liquid gold.
And this is why you're not mass producing, because then the quality would go down.
Yeah.
You can't mass produce something like that.
You can, but you have to do it very slowly and you have to go step by step. So like, let's say if we have 20 of these stone presses all around doing that, quality control done the right way, I could have just went to another farmer with this huge machine and just like, yeah, let's go do all of it through this machine. And I could.
Mm-hmm.
I had the views for it. I had everything ready. And I decided not to.
There's a lot of terminology around it right now. Polyphenols, smoke points, all of that stuff. For somebody standing in a grocery store aisle right now looking at olive oil, and you were to teach them, this is what you're looking for, what would it be?
All right. First thing, has to be in glass. Second thing, it should be cold pressed. And it should have as well the word extra virgin on it. You flip the bottle, you read the label, the ingredient should be 100% extra virgin olive oil.
No, but like that's a good question. Like, what is the difference between here? This is olive oil and this is extra virgin olive oil.
All right. So a lot of people think that it means something like when it comes to like virginity, but it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's basically like a scale to show you like where your olive oil is at. Extra virgin, it measures a free acidity between 0.2 to 0.8%. And the closer it is to 0.2, the fresher it is, the more health benefits, the better it's going to taste. Above 0.8 to 2, it's just like a scale. That's virgin olive oil. Still decent, but it's not as good as extra virgin, and you'll taste the difference.
Got it.
Anything above that, you can go all the way up to pumice oil. You know what pumice oil is?
I have no idea.
Pumice oil is after you press olive oil and you get the waste, you repress it again, you throw chemicals on that, and you extract every single last drop of the oil. And that's what they usually throw in bottles. That's what they usually put on the shelves because it's very cheap and it's chemically made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently by law, what they're able to do, you can call it olive oil with it being 5% olive oil and like 90% something else. And people are like, oh, olive oil, $6, I'm getting that. And they're basically consuming canola oil with 5% olive oil. People don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So the ingredients has to say 100% extra virgin olive oil.
Hear this. Even if it says that, olive oil fraud is still a huge thing because you can't test millions of bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're a producer in another country and you're selling this olive oil and you want to hit the right price point, what are you going to do? You're going to mix it with cheaper oil. Making real quality olive oil is very expensive. So what they do is they mix it with, let's say, 3-year-old olive oil with the new batch, evens it out, they slap it on the label, and they send it to you guys to have for a good price point.
This might be a really naive question, but does olive oil go bad?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Depends. You have to store it away from heat, light, oxygen.
Mm.
As soon as the bottle's open, consume it in 3 months or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There's a lot of uses for olive oil.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you're on social media, so you know that the trends like olive oil shot with lemon in the morning, frying with olive oil, putting it in smoothies and juices. How do you suggest olive oil should be used that helps you retain its benefits?
Just throw it in your food, just 1 or 2 tablespoons.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it in your food however you like it,
Mm-hmm.
right? You want it in a salad,
Mm-hmm.
you want it on your eggs, you want it on some cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Find a way how to enjoy olive oil because you're going to have it a part of your everyday life.
But raw.
Raw. I wouldn't cook it.
So you wouldn't cook it.
Low to medium heat. Anything above that, I would use more of a, let's say, avocado oil or a
Right.
beef tallow.
Right.
Because of the smoke point.
Right. So smoke, that's a real thing.
Oh, 100%.
What happens? Can we explain?
So basically what happens is like if you're cooking with an oil that has a low smoke point, you could get toxic chemicals being produced like aldehydes. If you do canola oil and it overheats, it secretes aldehydes, which cause inflammation. Olive oil, very similar as well. When you cook olive oil and it starts to smoke, you're getting all these chemicals.
Because you have a fitness background and you've done this, you know a lot about food and cuisines. You've been in America, you've been in Lebanon. What do you feel most people get wrong about food in America when it comes to the Mediterranean diet?
I think they don't even know what a Mediterranean diet is. Mediterranean diet is a lifestyle. It's not just a food group.
Mm-hmm.
Mediterranean lifestyle is sense of community. If you go to these villages around the Mediterranean, people are always having conversations, you're having coffee with each other, you're in a happy mood. Happy mood means your cortisol's going down, less stress, you live longer. Number 2, everything comes from the land. If you go to Lebanon, go to Italy, everything can be grown there. You can grow any type of fruit, you can grow the grains, you can fish, the food's natural. On top of that, I've noticed something that they don't really have here as much is true sense of faith. You go to church, you go to the mosque, whatever you believe in, that, believe it or not, whether it exists or not, whatever you guys believe, that helps a lot. So all these things contribute to like the Mediterranean diet that actually helps you live a lot longer.
I love how you said that. That's true. I love that. We've had people on before, and I've talked about this before, my souls, where that community, eating together, being happy, like you need all of that. I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but like you'll have something here. I'm sure you've noticed people kind of are very secluded in America, right? I'm sure if, and tell me if this is true or not. You could go to Lebanon in your village and you could like walk outside and you'd be like, hi, like so-and-so knows so-and-so, right? It's very loving. It's like, you don't feel like a stranger in your own area. Here it's like everyone goes to work, comes home, and then locks themselves into their homes, right? I just, that's what I see here. But when you're back there, or like when I travel to India or Europe or any other places, I'm just like, there's such like a camaraderie everywhere. Like even if you're having a glass of wine, I don't think I'll ever get a hangover because I just enjoyed myself instead of sitting there thinking about things or like being by myself. It's just a different vibe. But people do not put importance on that here. And now you have people like Dr. Joe Dispenza. I don't know if you're familiar with him. You have people actually doing scientific research on how important it is that it's not about it's not even about, you could eat something not so this, but if you have all the aspects that you just listed out, you're going to be fine.
You know what? I'm going to add something. America is great because it's a system. There's no love in the system. The system is work, output, make money. And that's why America dominates the world.
Yeah.
Where you come from, where I come from, no, there's a sense of community. Not everything's about work. Not everything's about making money.
Yeah. But everybody knows that here.
Yeah.
We all know that here.
And that's why people are like, you have everything you want, but you get people in Africa happier than the people here. It makes no sense.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. And I think having social media, we knock social media a lot because it is annoying, but we get to see that because of social media. Yeah. We get to see and compare life, right? Everything just starts like the globalization happens and you get to see like, oh, that kid is so happy there. I was watching a TikTok about Michael Jackson and these little kids in Africa were like, dancing to him and whatever. I'm like, see, like that's the difference. They're doing something creative with it because they don't have, like you said, we have everything here. They don't have everything there.
No.
But that doesn't stop them from going outside, dancing to his music because the movie came out, and then posting about it. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're enjoying it.
Absolutely.
Here it's like we would make sure we had the right outfit and we had the right thing and we had the right steps, and right there it'd be like, stressful to do anything.
You know what's sad though? The world's losing that though.
Losing what?
Losing the touch, losing the culture. If you go to Europe 20 years ago, even Lebanon, probably India, it was different. Do you remember, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas, when I celebrate Christmas, I used to be like 3 days, butterflies in my stomach. I couldn't wait for Santa Claus to come and give me my little brother didn't have that.
Right.
The phone just ruins everything.
Right. Yeah, no, I totally agree. What was the biggest mindset shift that you had to make to get to where you are today?
Nothing matters. Like nothing matters but your relationship with God, because that's the only thing guaranteed in life is your death. So no matter what I do in my life, as long as I'm good with God and as long as I'm doing good for people and I believe in what I'm doing, the rest doesn't matter. If I fail, if I don't fail, as long as he's happy with me.
Tell me about that relationship. What does it actually look like in your day-to-day life?
Like any relationship, there's ups and downs. Sometimes you feel like it's strong, sometimes it's distant, but you know it's there.
How does that show up in your business and how you run your business?
How I run my business? That's cool, because like the days that I feel like giving up, I feel like he has my back. And then I just need it for that one day where I feel down. The next day I'm back on track, and it's like I have that backbone. Yeah. For other people, it's like this might be delusional, but for me, it really helped me get to where I am right now.
No, I get it. You almost know, like for me, it's like on my hard days, I'm more just like, I prayed for this. You brought me here. You're going to get me through this too.
Right.
And tomorrow we're going to wake up and we're going to be just fine.
And even if he doesn't, that means it's your time to go back.
You just know. Yeah, it was fine before and it's going to be fine after the fact,
Right.
like no matter what happens. What does having that anchor you think actually gives you over other founders who don't have that? Being in America, I'm sure you've seen other entrepreneurs.
I feel like people either develop other habits to cope with the stress. Alcohol, drugs, sometimes women, sometimes men, whatever your thing is, and they make that their God and they fall down that path. If you look at all these famous people, they have the whole world, but they're on drugs. They're on all of this. They're like,
it's my escape.
It's your escape. No, that's literally the devil bringing you down.
Sorry, I was stressed. I just needed an escape. It was too much for me to handle. It's because you didn't have anything grounding you.
Right.
It's because you thought that grinding it out, working hard, only making that your own focus, making money your God, that's what you thought was the way to go. Because that's our culture, by the way.
Yeah.
It's our culture. That's how we're not raised here. Like, hey, family, friends, don't get me wrong. Parents teach us that and instill us, but society doesn't reward you for that. Your boss doesn't reward you for that. You don't get a promotion for that. So when you grow up, especially if you had a family that did teach you all of these morals and values and whatnot, you get out into the real world and all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is harder than I thought. But I couldn't agree with you more. I think entrepreneurs who have a solid, rooted relationship with, their God, whatever God they believe in, they are less likely to lose everything if they were to even fail at their business. But I see men and women make terrible choices and decisions in life because they don't know how to handle the stress of, let's just use an example. You're working and the markets are really down, you're a finance guy, and you don't know how to cope with that stress because you think you just have to keep grinding, but you start to shut everything out, right?
Yeah.
Family, friends, all of it. And you're just trying to hold it all together and ride this wave out. Ultimately, you squeeze a balloon here, it's going to, blow up somewhere else. And so you go do something to fill that void, to feel something. Because you're so stressed out, you want to fill that with attention from another woman. You want to fill that with drugs and alcohol that makes you feel numb and makes you feel happy for like an hour, So that's where I feel you nailed it on the head with that, where I do think God is a very important part. By the way, not just entrepreneurs, anybody.
Everybody. If everyone had, sorry to go on this topic, but if everyone had, I don't want to use this word, the fear of God in their life, 99% of these problems in the world wouldn't exist. If you were to treat everybody the same way you would want to treat yourself, half these wars wouldn't happen.
I agree.
Half this, there's so many things that I hear from people, what they're going through. I'm like, well, why?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Okay, olive oil is doing what it's doing. What are other things that you're working on professionally?
I don't know if I can say it, but right now I actually have this little cool thing going on in Tampa, Florida, pool cleaning business.
Okay.
I thought I have something on e-commerce, hopefully soon we go into distribution.
Mm-hmm.
I want something on the ground. I want a service that people will always need. Florida is hot, a lot of pools. This probably won't go out of business as long as you run it the right way. And it's been doing good. In 6 months, we grew it very fast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Mm.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Okay, so your face is now selling olive oil to America on TikTok. This olive oil is from your village in Lebanon.
Right.
How is your village reacting to this?
Honestly, don't even know.
No?
No, I don't ask.
Are they happy? Are they mad? You don't know?
I swear to God, I don't know.
I would assume they're proud.
I'm probably, you have both. You're going to have people that like what you're doing, people that hate what you're doing. Sometimes people are jealous, sometimes they're not. It really depends.
I would assume the hate's from jealousy because I feel like what you're doing is bringing something very good for people.
Yeah, that's how I see it too.
You know, when you think about Lebanon and how it shows up in the wider context of the world, what would you like people to know that they don't?
We are the most resilient people in the world. If you just go back 100 years in history, the amount of stuff Lebanon has gone through, I don't think any other country would be able to handle it. Probably would have dissolved by now. And if you ever meet a Lebanese person full of life, they're crushing it in life, they're just happy, nice to be around, and that's the Lebanese spirit. And the reason why we're so proud of where we come from is because if you go back in history, we offered the world a lot. Matter of fact, olive oil originated from these regions.
Mm-hmm.
Just the one thing. Our peoples invented the alphabet. They were the first to sail the Mediterranean, do trading with the ancient Romans and the Greeks. There's a lot of history in that region.
Actually, was it Phoenician?
Phoenicians.
That's where that came from, right?
Phoenicians,
Yeah.
correct.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I love that. And you make us all want to go visit Lebanon. Lebanon's been on my list, by the way, for a while.
You would
yeah.
love the food there. You'd fall in love with the
I know
food.
I would. I absolutely would. Anything coming up, a launch or another product that you guys are working on or something that we can keep an eye on out for?
Yes, so this is a project that I'm very passionate about, and we are going to be bringing Mediterranean supplements to the US. I'm not going to say the name of them, but we're
Okay.
going to go into like the herbs. We're going to go into certain products that in supplement form, natural, no chemicals, just from there to here.
I love that.
I'm very excited for that.
That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. I feel like your story, after talking to you now, is like such a good case study on we should not dismiss the thing that comes naturally to us, because that's probably the thing that we are most qualified to build around.
Yeah.
Right? Like you were born in this culture, you were born in that, you grew up knowing it and loving and enjoying it. And then you, because of your relationship and your faith and your intuition being so strong and listening to that little inner voice of yours, you were able to do something very good with it, not just for yourself, but also for other people.
Yeah.
You know, for someone watching this who feels like maybe they don't fit in, you know, kind of like how you did it when you were younger,
Right.
or they're doing too many things at once, what would you tell them?
Build your relationship with God, even if it feels weird and out of there. Just like when you want to build a relationship with your wife or your husband, you have to work on it. It doesn't just come naturally from the sky. You have to work on it. You have to start being in tune. He talks to you in certain ways and just follow that path.
Yeah.
Because like I always say this again, the one thing guaranteed in life is your death. Make it right with God, live that life, have that peace. It's worth all the money in the world.
I agree. If right now, young Tony, 13, 14-year-old walked in here, what would you say to him?
Young Tony at 13 was a skateboarder. I'd tell him to do what you're doing and, you know, just skate it up.
But would you tell him like, hey, you're going to be XYZ when you grow up or anything?
I feel like that ruins the experience.
So be a kid.
Be a kid
Yeah.
and just live life, make your mistakes. And when you have the awareness to change, you know, your mistakes, just make it happen.
What would you tell other business owners?
All right. So it's never about you. It's never about you making money. It's always about the other person and how you can add value to their lives. So there's always a gap. For me, it was olive oil. I found a little gap. People were not really trusting the foods that they were getting. I'm like, you know what? Let me film the process. Let me show you. Let me put my face on it. So if you guys don't like it, come at me for full accountability. And that's it. So if you have a service, whatever it is, a product, find a gap, make sure it's about the client, and the word of mouth is going to be the best marketing tool in the world. If you were the person in need of the product you're selling, would you take it yourself? If it's a yes, you have a product and you can make it go viral. You just need to know how to market it. If it's a no, choose a different product. If you're not going to take it yourself, whether it's a service, whether it's a food item, whatever it is. Don't even waste your time doing it.
Yeah, I agree.
The next step is you have to get out of your comfort zone. You're gonna have to film some videos. You're gonna have to probably cringe a bit at times. You're gonna get better at it, and then eventually you're gonna find the rhythm and you're gonna find what works for you. Some people are great with the selfie, talking right to the camera. Some people are good doing the voiceovers. Every single person has a way to get to the views or the sales that they want. And if you don't, you can always hire someone to do it. The beautiful thing about TikTok Shop is you have an affiliate program. You can send out your product to over 1,000 affiliates. They're posting videos every single day about your product. And that is something that I don't think anyone has ever done.
Do you guys do that?
We don't. We're starting it this month.
Got it.
With this month.
Do you have a plan to be in like specialty grocery stores?
This year as well. We just hired so the thing is, when I do business, I like to have my close friends around me, and I want to build the community like that. So I had a close friend of mine. He is going to be doing the distribution part for us, and he's very good at it. So I'm very excited.
Got it.
Mom and pop shops, farmers markets.
Yes, yes. I could see your product doing very well there, to be honest. Yeah, that would be really good. Tony, thank you so much. This was such a pleasure.
That was so
I loved
quick.
it. But we can wrap up. But is there anything that you think I didn't touch on that you want to
I'd love
make
for you
sure?
to try the oil on
You
camera.
want me to try it on?
Straight up, right away.
Just straight up? Okay. Like a shot of it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Do you have like a clear glass? I want to show you the color of the oil.
Yes, let me get one. This is a first. No
This
one's
is the
ever
first.
actually put
We're
me
gonna
on the
do like
spot
cheers.
and said, Nina, try my product. I'm like, okay. So there
Okay.
you go.
So you're an olive oil, you said snob?
Yeah, I was.
I'd say you're an olive oil connoisseur.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
A lot of people probably watching us don't know the difference between a real traditional unfiltered olive oil and an olive oil they see in stores. So we're gonna do like a visual comparison, and then you're gonna do the taste test.
Okay. Let's do that one. Yeah.
So this is an oil that most people are used to. When they hear olive oil, this is probably what comes into mind. All right. We're gonna pour it. Normal olive oil. Okay.
Okay. Well, this one's this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the more okay, and this one's the so this one yours is more cloudy
Yes.
and lighter.
Yes.
Okay. This one is clear and just yellow, golden
Yes.
yellow.
Yes. So I want you to do a little taste test. Have a little sip. Don't have too much. A little sip of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Normal.
Normal.
Have a bit of this. You want to smell it. You smell the village.
Well, it smells
It
sweeter.
smells sweeter and earthy. It has like an earthiness to it.
There's a huge difference. You don't think about it, but like there's a huge difference. This one's better.
It's a bit buttery. It has like a homey. It feels like traditional.
So this one almost feels like it's water. Okay. And this one has more of like this is what I feel like olive oil tastes like in Europe. Does that, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
I feel like that, oh, this is what it tastes like. You didn't go like, oh, this tastes so different. This is what it tastes like, in my opinion. Okay, so what is the cloudiness versus the clear?
Okay, so I'm going to do a little visual comparison.
Okay.
This is olive oil when it comes straight from the press. This is olive oil after it's filtered and processed. This lasts 3 years on a shelf. This lasts 1 year on a shelf. This has more polyphenols. This has more flavor. This has more life. This is what olive oil should look like. The reason why you don't see it in stores is because this oxidizes faster. But with us, we sell out every year and we get a new batch in. So this doesn't last for more than a year with us. That's why we're able to flip it very fast.
Go fat. Okay,
Yes.
got it. Understood. Okay. So you can cook with this, but only what?
Low to medium heat.
Low to medium heat. Otherwise, the best is sprinkle it on your food.
Yeah.
1 to 2 tablespoons or teaspoons.
What's your favorite thing to have olive oil with?
Honestly, I mean, I'm Indian. I have olive oil with everything.
With everything.
Everything, literally.
That's like one thing that you would love.
I put it on my eggs every morning with salt and pepper.
Okay, tomorrow you're gonna let me know. You're gonna
Okay.
you're gonna scramble your eggs
Okay.
with this.
Okay.
It will be the best tasting eggs you'll ever have.
Okay. Gosh, this is exciting. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know that most people would be like, that's cloudy. I don't know what's in it. You
Yeah.
see what I'm
No,
saying? But it's like, that's what has everything.
If you look at the bottle, there's a bit of sediment,
Sediments.
and that's how you know your olive oil is not mixed.
Yeah. And your bottle's darker.
Oh yeah, this is 100% darker. Our warehouse in Tampa, where we store it,
Mhm.
climate controlled. So we control all the factors to minimize the oxidation for unfiltered oil.
So right now the trends on TikTok and like all social medias is take a shot of olive oil with lemon in the morning. You're against that trend.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
You're just, what if someone doesn't like olive oil in froth tasting form? They're not going to have it. So if you do like the taste of it, do it. Be my guest. But if you don't, start adding it to your foods.
Got it.
And get it in you because it's healthy.
Got it. It doesn't matter which way you're doing this, as long as you're getting it in your
100%,
system.
100%. What would you think most people would enjoy the flavor of more?
So no, I love this one. The other one just like wakes me up.
Oh yeah, it pops.
You know what I mean?
100%.
But no, it's this one for sure.
My grandpa drinks this. He's 95. No health problems.
Okay, but how much does he drink a day?
He just everything. Zed zaitun. Zed zaitun is olive oil.
Okay.
With everything.
Just puts it on everything.
He cooks only with olive oil.
So that's what so I was raised the same way. We use ghee or olive oil.
Ghee's good.
Those are the only two things I grew up on when I was young. Like that's all my mom used at all times. We didn't use canola oil or anything. Olive oil and ghee is the only thing. So even to this day, that's all I use. But clearly I've been using the wrong olive oil, okay? We were aware of this now. Okay, so where can people find this?
On our website, LevantineGoods.com, TikTok shop, and soon Amazon. We're going to go on Amazon. We finally have enough to go and tackle that beast.
Wow.
Yeah. We took over TikTok shop. We're doing now our website, and then we want to hopefully take over Amazon.
That's incredible. But you also have other products that we didn't get to talk about.
I wish I brought you an aged balsamic with the oil, with bread, done.
No, that's okay. But that's sourced from Italy.
Yes.
And where can that be found? Same website?
Same website. Do
you have any other products on there?
We have an avocado oil for cooking.
Okay.
We source that from Spain. We have 3 flavored balsamics, coconut, mango, raspberry, no added sugar, gluten-free, 17 calories per serving. Great for those that want to lose weight, enjoy their food. And we are planning on adding, we have za'atar as well. The herb blend za'atar.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh.
That sells out every time.
Is so good. Oh my God. Okay.
Should have bought the whole thing.
So that is on your site as well. Okay, got it. They'll all be available on Amazon.
Very soon.
Are they all available on TikTok? So TikTok and your website, soon to be all on Amazon as well.
100%. And we have a supplement. Olive leaf
extract. Is that available
extract.
right now?
That supplement's available.
Okay, what are the benefits of that? Because people are like, they'll take a pill before they do the right thing.
Olive leaf extract is for those that, like you and me, want the health benefits of olive oil, but don't want the calories. And it comes in a capsule form from olive leaves that are extracted into their polyphenols called all-europin.
You take 1 a day?
Yeah.
But if you're sick, you'll take 2 a day?
I take 2 a day. And it works as an anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
So the research behind olive leaf extract, what they mainly use it for is to help your immunity. And those that take it, there was a study that they did on high school students, the athletes, those that took olive leaf extract had 40% fewer sick days than those that didn't. And that was it was a big thing. Now they're doing a lot more research onto it. So in a couple of years, it could be the new cool supplement.
The new cool supplement. Well, I love this. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing this for us today. And I'm sold on this olive oil at this point.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.